ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Singletary here running out of the gun. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Defense. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And Monty Rice there on the tackle. On 2nd and 9. Tua will get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Tua hit, and the ball is out. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points, because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He finds some open field here. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. He's got it. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run for it with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down, Tua. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning, their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games? Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake. Mon rolling to his right. Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Tua. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This is the tight end fan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and goal. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And this belongs to the Vikings. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Cook following the penalty. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Mond now off of play action. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Roth. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Mond looks to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the 30 on 2nd down. Mond escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here. Mond. Smith catches left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And quickly they get to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Oh, what a move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, here's Mon. Flushed out right. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Mon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Let it run and it's picked. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You grab the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to him on 1st down. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Being chased out left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kellen Mond, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Broncos on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at a quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Tua now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Working with a 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Tua now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting. Because when you're trailing in a game, these...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they...
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they try the right side here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.